Lawmen find fame of their own. Those who played a role in the Blackbird story went on with their lives by because of their association with the 19th century most infamous bandit. They also experienced a level of celebrity. James Bunyan Hugh, Wells Fargo detective. Peaceful death ends training career of famous Saloon who for many years directed the work of the Wells Fargo Detective Group, reported the San Francisco Call, May 19, 1904. He died at his home in Berkeley at 77 years of age. His law enforcement career began when he settled in California in 1850. The first service Mr. Hume was on the fire line was in El Dorado Country shortly after he came to California. The paper reported the people of that county elected Jim Hume sheriff, and in that capacity it was his duty to convict or dislodge all the criminals that infested the wilds of that country in those days. He made himself the terror of the lawless element of El Dorado, and upon his record alone he was appointed warden of Carson. This was now 1870. 2 years later, he took a job with Wells Fargo. Mr. Holmes' distinguished capture was of the famous Blackbird, the fellow who alone held up stage after stage of Wells Fargo throughout the state. It was a long chase, but Blackbird was finally run down with the aid of a single laundryman. Such desperados as Sontag and Evans, the Dalton brothers, and others have been successfully apprehended through his advice and activity, reads his obituary notice. Harry and Morse, detective. At 14 years old, Harry Morse came to California as a teenager in 1849. He ended up in Redwood City for a short time, building and operating the town's first hotel when he was only 17. He also became a firefighter, joining the small town's volunteer fire brigade. Morse later served as sheriff of Alameda County from 1864 to 1878. He then formed the Morse Detective Agency and is credited with capturing Blackbird. Nabbing the bandit allowed him to collect the $300 reward in 1883. Morse made headlines again when his son George was slain by 14-year-old Claude Hawkins and on a ranch near Marysville. According to the story told by Hawkins, he followed Morse to where he was milking a cow Tuesday evening and approaching him without exciting suspicion. Fired that fatal shot, robbed him of his purse and then departed. Reported the San Francisco Call, July 21, 1904. Hawkins hardly seems to realize the seriousness of his crime. 3 years later, he buried his wife, Virginia, according to the San Francisco Call, May 26, 1907. Detective Morse had other interests as well. He was an early investor in the Gold Park mining district in Nevada and ran the district from 1896 to 1912. According to the University of Nevada, Reno. His last well-known case was the 1904-05 poisoning death of J. Stanford, founder of Stanford University. After his death in 1912, newspapers recounted his career.